He's a all-around mountain athlete, local boy, crusher.
To put you on the spot. You can say whatever.
Well, I'm gonna have to think about something quick.
Yeah.
Hybrid athlete.
Hybrid athlete. All right, good afternoon and welcome to the Chafed and Confused podcast. Today we are joined by Everett Craig, a local Revelstokian. He's a mountain athlete, a local crusher, and just an all-around good guy. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So we start off every episode with 10 questions, try to break the ice, get to know you a little better. Question number 1, pineapple on pizza, hell yes or hell no?
Hell yeah.
Yes. That's always a good start. We like that. What is your preferred sock height and why?
Crew.
The
Crew length.
Yeah.
Tall.
Yeah.
You like a nice tan line.
Yeah.
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 What book are you reading right now or have just read?
The Connections by Jonathan Franzen.
What's it about?
It's hard to say right now.
Okay. So
Like,
early
partway
on.
through,
I
yeah,
haven't quite
it's-
made a connection with it.
No. Yeah, it's just about like family life in America,
Oh,
like
cool.
in the kind of like 90s and whatever. It's
Okay.
yeah, apparently it's good literature, but
You're still waiting to find out.
You haven't
Yeah.
found the good literature yet.
No.
When you go out for runs, do you like to run with friends or run alone?
I guess mostly with friends. Yeah.
I feel like I see you mainly are running with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. For
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you usually convince them to do something silly.
Yeah, it depends on the day. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll get into that. What is your favorite pre-race or run pump-up song or genre?
I wouldn't say I listen to before. I don't know.
Like you're gonna go for a run. Maybe you don't listen to music when you're running, but you're gonna go out for a run. Maybe you're making coffee in the morning. What do you listen to?
Oh, it could either be some old fiddle tunes or Alexis on Fire.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Nice.
If you could be really good at another sport, what would it be?
Baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Right
Yeah.
on.
I always
Lo-
wanted to be a pitcher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you play baseball?
Never played a game in my life.
That's so good.
Do you play softball in town?
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
we should get you on our
That's a-
slow pitch team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You need a pitcher.
Yeah.
It's underhand.
It's
It's a little
underhand, but,
different.
a little different.
Even better.
That's low impact, high salary. So I get it.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it. Where's your next vacation? Or if you got a week off tomorrow, where would you go?
Wherever the skiing is, I guess.
You're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. The colors are changing outside, and
Up
you're
there.
yeah,
I guess
you're
so.
excited.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
When it comes to races, chase or be chased?
That's a tough question because I would rather be passed, but chasing can be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you do any races this summer?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
I did Golden.
Oh, yeah.
That was the only race I did.
Okay.
It was Golden.
Nice.
Yeah. But
And how'd it go?
it was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not one of the 10 questions.
I know we're jumping ahead of ourselves here. If you could go on any adventure with someone dead or alive, who'd it be? And
You
what
know,
would the
I listen to your podcast a lot, and every time you ask this question, I'm like, who would I? It's like I think for me, like Killian Jornet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for
Totally.
Sure, that's definitely. Yeah, but that might never happen.
You should get him. He's going to be pretty tired soon.
Yeah.
Doing a big mission. Just catch him at the end.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite post-epic snack or meal?
Ooh. Probably A&W for sure. That's like the first thing I think of.
We need to get a sponsor for the show.
I know.
That's literally
Yeah.
everyone's answer.
You, Shota. I mean, it's kind of the only fast food joint in town that's go for gold. So
There was one summer where I would go in there and like the staff would just start chuckling and then just put the glass on the thing, and I would just like fill up the root beer. I'm like, what the hell? How do they know?
they know
You
me.
know you've got a problem when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the world of ultra movement and, getting after it in the mountains, do you consider yourself chafed or confused?
probably confused. I don't chafe.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Ever.
One time I did.
Okay.
This summer, and I blame Shota.
Yeah, that's fair. I
He
blame
didn't
him.
lube you up.
Yeah. I blame him for a lot of things too.
Amazing.
Perfect. Well, we'll keep you. You passed.
Great. Thanks.
The show continues.
So Everett, where are you from?
It might be a bit of a surprise, but I'm from Southern Ontario. Yeah.
Whereabouts in Southern Ontario?
Grimsby.
Grimsby.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
And how'd you end up in Revelstoke?
Moved here for the skiing.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you lived here?
4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I lived in Canmore before.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where you learned to crush. And then he came to Revelstoke.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I always call Canmore the home of crushing.
Yeah. It definitely has that vibe for sure.
Yeah.
And how do you earn money to buy running shoes?
Well, I hung Christmas lights for a few years in the fall.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
What an interesting job.
Yeah, in Calgary. So I did that, and then I work at a ski touring lodge in the winter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then normally work on a farm here in Revelstoke, but I took the summer off 2 years ago.
Haven't gone back.
And it's my gap year.
Nice.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
So yeah, how'd your summer go? We talked about you've already done one race, but I know you've done a few epics. So what was your summer? Did you have coming into the summer? Did you have goals?
Yeah, the goal was definitely the kind of run or hike I did with Shota around Revelstoke. But I got injured pretty early.
Yeah.
Early June or something, and that pretty much just derailed everything.
Right.
Yet you still did the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Shota put a lot of needles in my legs.
There you go.
Yeah. So it helped.
How'd you hurt yourself?
Well, Shota and I went to Squamish for a ski uphill, put a Runduro on
cool.
with Norda, which was pretty sweet. And I don't know, when we were driving there, I was like, I'm going to ruin my whole summer this weekend trying to win this thing. And I did, for sure.
Shota also left with IT band syndrome from that weekend.
Oh, yeah.
You boys just went way too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I had we were up at Sorcerer for a friend's week, the last trip of the year. And then I think it was only 2 weeks of proper running. And then we went there.
Oh, dang.
And
you probably hold on to some fitness from the winter.
I think so, yeah, but definitely not the impact on the lower body. So, and then we were just running in new shoes and just bombing downhill and running uphill right away after that. And yeah, so both my legs were pretty wrecked.
Did you win the race?
No.
So it was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it for sure. Yeah, not even close.
Well, because you'd signed up for the Wildness as well.
Yeah.
Which is what Nick and I ran, and you were there. I remember you
yeah.
showed up on the morning. You're like, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. And you had trialed a bit of the course, and then I remember you going, yeah, it's not that bad. You don't need poles. The biggest sandbag line I've heard. It was right off the gun. What was it? 5K.
Oh, it's pretty brutal. Right
1,000 meters of vert off the hop, and you're like, yeah, it goes pretty chill.
You asked the wrong guy.
Yeah.
The guy who just does kill the banker every day for fun.
Yeah. The Wildness. I don't know. I drove out there feeling pretty good, and then I did the first kind of 5 or 8K of the climb, and I was like, oh sweet, this is pretty good, and then ran down, and then I woke up in the morning and I was warming up, and my legs just were not having it, and then I was like, damn, I got a free entry, and now I'm just nah.
Yeah.
C'est la vie. Sounds like it was probably the right choice for you at the time.
I think so. Yeah, I think it could have got worse for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that was definitely it was a taxing course, not only for the uphills, but some of the descents were so steep. I still have black toenails from just trying to go downhill quickly on something that's way too steep to go down quickly.
Yeah.
So it was not I wouldn't say that was an easy course.
No.
Yeah.
So do you know what the injury was?
Yeah, it's I guess it's in my shins, in the back of the shins.
Compartment syndrome?
It's called. It's
hopefully
just
not.
Tib post. Yeah, something.
No, okay. Well, I'll show it when he comes on.
That's okay. Yeah.
And then what was what was the recovery like for most of July? I guess you kind of took it a bit easier.
Did you recover?
I guess it's still I'm still injured, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely still bugs me. I just decided to ignore it.
In true mountain athlete fashion.
Yeah. What was the question?
So you took some time after the wildness.
Yeah.
Did you take some time and rest? Did you do some different things, or did you just dial back your training? Like, how did you work towards the adventure you did, the local adventure that you did?
Well, after the wildness, I kind of came back and just did some more biking and tried to do some strength training and kind of worked that out. And then Shota was definitely in there with some needles quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. I just did whatever I could do on the day.
Okay.
I'd just like wake up and I had have an idea of what I want to do and just go and see what would happen. Really.
I just throw something at the wall and see what sticks.
Pretty much. That's exactly what it felt like. Yeah.
Okay.
When did you do your 5 laps of Kill the Banker? Was that after the main injury? Or how many laps of Kill the Banker did you do that day?
Yeah, it was about that. I don't even remember. Yeah, I think so.
It was July-ish.
Yeah.
Okay. For those at home, Kill the Banker is a bit of the ski hill underneath the gondola at Armagh. Where
It's basically a torture chamber.
Yeah, it's 3 kilometers, 800 meters of vert, and they say people can run it, but those who run it are machines. And I believe Everett is one of those. So yeah, I don't want to jump ahead because I want to talk about that adventure, but the adventure that you and Shota were going on was going to involve a lot of vert. So you were obviously trying to get a lot of vert in. So was that sort of the inspiration behind the big five lap day?
No, not really.
No, okay.
No. No. I mean, it definitely helps.
Yeah.
For sure. It was more just like see what we could do.
Right.
Yeah, my friend from Canmore was coming over to hang out, and it was like opening day. Yeah, which is actually June 21st.
Okay.
So I don't know if that was before or after the wildness, but
it would have been just. When was the wildness?
I think it was just before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the wildness was June 29.
Yeah.
So it would have been the weekend before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Oh, there.
I'm seeing a theme here.
Yeah.
Just a gentle warm up.
We're connecting some dots on the injury timeline
This
for
is going to be a
Everett.
cathartic interview.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if that was. I guess it in the end, it seems like it was training for that mission, but it was more just. We always talk about doing laps on Kill the Banker and taking the gondola down because it's just no impact.
Yeah, totally.
And yeah, I don't know. We're just going out there to hang out pretty much.
Nice.
Did you start on the first chair?
Well, we started at the bottom.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So yeah.
But
So
did you start? What time did you start? And how long was it take to do 5 laps?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't remember. Maybe 6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, we started at the bottom and then tried to get to the top for 10 o'clock, which I thought was the first chair, but it was spinning when we got to mid-station. So we were like, damn, we could have
started earlier.
More, but
There's another local athlete, I guess he's moved away now to Smithers, but Rory Luxmore, and I can't remember who he did it with, did 10 laps once.
Really?
They just squeaked out 10 laps, we're able to get to the top to get the gondola down to do 10 laps in a day.
Okay, that's
which is
crazy.
Rory's a machine.
I guess 11 would then be Everesting.
Maybe it was 11. I don't know, but we should look back. But they did at least 10.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
This
and
year?
no, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And Rory's 50 something. Yeah, he's a machine.
That's pretty inspiring.
Yeah.
So you get yourself healed up. You got a long, career of running uphill ahead of you.
Did he run down or was it just gondola
Gondola.
laps? Yeah.
Gondola laps. Yeah. Wow. I think they literally that's why I asked you about the time, because time-wise, they just made it the last one to get the gondola down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
How did you fuel for that day? Do you subscribe to any sort of fueling strategies when you're...
Pop cycles at the top.
No, actually, I didn't get one of those. How did I fuel? I normally just bring a Snickers bar, maybe a gel
Yeah.
each lap,
Okay.
some water.
Yep.
and then just eat it on the way down. I like hike a bag up there,
Right.
leave it at mid station.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
So not carrying a bag up. Are you using poles?
Yeah, love poles.
Oh, that needs poles. Okay, but not the wildness. All right. You need the 15% grade for the poles. I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely like a skill to using the poles, especially on something steep like that. And it's, to me, like, it uses so much more cardio to use the poles than to not use the poles.
Oh.
Sometimes I find it easier not to use the poles.
Okay.
Like, I don't breathe as hard if I don't use the poles. I'm probably not quite as fast, but I feel like I'm just like blowing myself up when I use the poles.
Right.
Maybe
Just
that's
using
not
so
very
many more muscles, I guess, or something.
I mean, I have that runner's physique, right? You know, big legs and no upper body.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, totally.
I find with poles, if you don't use them properly and like pay attention to using them properly, you're just wasting, like, you know, lily dipping in a canoe. Like, you know, you kind of put them in properly and you're just flailing your arms around and burning. You're like trying to coordinate things that just aren't falling in place. And yeah, it feels worse than it should be, but.
And it can become dangerous for those who are nearby.
Yeah.
I've definitely had that in races where you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, totally. Someone just swings back a bit too far.
Yeah.
Let's jump back a little bit. How did running find you? How did you get into running?
Well, I used to be a big climber.
Okay.
I climbed all year. Climb in the summer, and then in the fall try to go down to Indian Creek or something like that, and then in the winter just climb at a gym. Whether I lived in Ottawa for a bit or in Canmore, and then I used to smoke a lot. I smoked like a pack a day for for maybe I think it was about 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
Dang.
And then.
Congratulations, by the way. That's a feat.
Thank you.
Yeah. 5 laps and kill the bank or smoking a pack a day. That's
good. So yeah, I used to smoke a lot, and then hiking. You've probably climbed in Canmore, going up to any of those like crags that are on like Grotto or it's quite the mission to get up there if you're a smoker, especially. So I was like, well, maybe I'll try this, like try to run. Like the idea was like I would just run like an hour a week.
To counteract the smoking.
Yeah. just to get a bit of fitness. And then I broke my hand playing ultimate frisbee.
That's one of the most dangerous sports out there, ultimate frisbee.
It is.
People just destroy ankles, shoulders, all sorts of things.
Yeah. I collided with somebody's watch and just like blew the bone out in my hand. Yeah. And then I wasn't climbing, so I just started running more, and then I pretty much just stopped climbing.
Really?
That was it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Be careful.
No kidding.
Don't break your hand. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
I think 2018.
Okay.
Summer of 2018, because I was in Canmore. Yeah. Maybe it was like end of 2018.
Okay.
And then in 2020 I bought a gravel bike.
Oh yeah.
Living in Canmore, and then I was just biking to go running every day, and that was just like, I was like, I can't believe this is incredible.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so did you just like slowly build up running, or you just
You probably did something silly right off the hop. You probably biked to Lake Louise, ran up Temple, and then biked back, set an FKT.
No, I was definitely not setting any FKTs for sure. No, I don't believe I slowly built up to running. The summer of 2019 in the spring, there's 2 peaks in Canmore called Hulling and Eeyore, and I could see them from my house. I lived across the valley in Sunnyside.
Oh yeah.
And I would either bike up there or drive my car up and do one, or maybe both of them. And then one day I just woke up and I was fired up for some reason and ran from my house and went up the gap and did both of them, and then bombed back into town, and then just ran straight to the bar, the Canmore Brew Co. And just proceeded to drink a lot of beers. And then I woke up in the morning with double IT band syndrome. And I couldn't walk. Like it was so bad. It was very bad. And then I pretty much just didn't run for the rest of the summer. And I guess that was like my hard intro to how not to, or or I don't even know. Just like I just need to like figure this out, or I'm gonna ruin it myself.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool though. I feel like a lot of people don't do things because they're like, oh, I don't know if I could do that, or could I do that, or what if I try and I don't make it.
Yeah.
Like it's cool that you just like, I'm just gonna go do that, whether I'm ready to do it or not. You did it,
Yeah.
and like I feel like that's something that should be celebrated. You obviously learned a lesson that maybe you need to work up to it, but whatever, you still did it.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2019 was the start and potentially the end, but obviously you bounced back.
Yeah. The 2020 summer was great.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, I guess it feels weird to say that, but living in a bit of a bubble in Canmore for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, less people, you're able to kind of get out and around a lot easier and got after it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then the move to Revelstoke, was that for skiing?
Yeah, it was a bit of both. It was with a girl and for skiing and
yeah. A tale as old as time.
yeah, totally.
You realize what was important?
Yeah.
Now you're just skiing.
Yeah, now I'm just skiing. Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
And then you and Matt Tufts went on a bit of an epic trying to cross the Selkirk Mountains, the mountain range east of town.
Yeah.
So this summer was your second try?
It was the second try.
Yeah. So what happened on the first try?
The first try, Matt, he just messaged me and asked me if I wanted to go for this overland trip of the Northern Selkirks. And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, that sounds cool. And he showed me the map, and we're going to go up here and then eventually go down this creek, and then we'll go over to some of the huts, kind of on the east side of the Selkirks, I guess.
Like the Golden Alpine huts?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we're going to run the huts and then go down to the highway, and someone's going to pick us up. And I was like, too easy. Like, that sounds great. Yeah. It wasn't too easy. It was, yeah.
Matt told me a story about you guys maybe in an hour and a half going less than a kilometer at one point in a slot canyon.
Yeah. That was trying to get to the Golden Alpine holiday huts. The initial bushwhack, we drove up the road, and we got there, and we were like, looks like it'd be pretty easy to get up there. So we were going through the forest, and it was intense, very hard bushwhacking. We were climbing waterfalls to get up to Moberly Pass. And then we got up there, and it was like, we thought it was going to be this beautiful sunny day, and it turned out like it snowed all over the ridges, and it was pretty miserable. And so it took us, I think, 15 hours to get to Great Cairn Hut.
Great.
Yeah, which was crazy. And we got there, and there's no wood and whatever, and we were like, what? Like, this is... So we're like burning like our garbage to try to like warm ourselves up.
Yeah.
And then I think we were only there for like 4 hours, and then we left really early in the morning. And then we're going down Palmer Creek, which is about... To get to the FSR is probably 13 or 14 kilometers from kind of like once you start at Treeline. And we were going into it, and then, I don't know, I kind of just like came to, and we're just rappelling over cliffs below trees. And then we're trying to move through this steep terrain that's all alders and Devil's Club. And we're, like you said, we were doing, I think we were doing maybe hour kilometers or something. To go like 400 or 500 meters laterally, you had to do like 300 or 400 meters of up and down and back and slipping on logs. And
Were you wearing pants or shorts?
I was in shorts.
Yeah.
We were in shorts. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. It was too hot to be in anything else.
Do you remember sort of like what are the stats of that? You know, like how many days, what was the distance, and
I don't remember the stats.
Just tried to block it out.
Yeah.
I don't remember the stats too well, but yeah, the first day was maybe 15 hours. I honestly think it was only like 18K or something.
Right.
But you're like on the glacier, and you're on some ridges, and trying to navigate the ice in the dark, your headlamps on, and
trail runners.
Yeah, trail runners.
Did you have like traction spikes, or did you just in your shoes?
No.
Yeah.
Which was dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like headlamps, and trying to jump the crevasses and stuff. And
In 20 minutes of talking to Everett, I could have guessed that there were no micro spikes.
Everett, have you ever said no to an adventure?
No. But yeah, so then the Palmer Creek it's intense. Like, I think we did 8 kilometers or 5 kilometers in 8 hours or something. It was
Right.
Wow.
And then at some point I looked at Tristan and I was just like staring at him, and I'm like, dude, we got to get out of here. So eventually, yeah, we found a little spot in a gravel pit, and I was like, you can fit a 407 in here. So we called the helicopter.
Nice.
And got the hell out of there. Yeah.
Good on you for having the. It's a difficult decision to make.
Yeah,
But,
it was tough.
Yeah, obviously
It was a tough
you
call.
made the right decision.
Yeah.
Okay, so you called the helicopter, and then you thought, hey, let's try it again this year.
Yeah. It was pretty quickly. We wanted to do it again and do it a bit differently.
So you took a different route.
Yeah, we didn't go down the Palmer Creek. Yeah, that was for sure. This time we biked from Revelstoke. I think I gave Matt a little bit of shit for wanting to call it a human-powered mission when we drove there, and
Right.
And then, I mean, the helicopter is for sure unplanned, but yeah. So this time we biked from Revelstoke up there, up to the top of the Gold Stream, and a little bit different route at the start, which was way quicker. And I think we got to the hut in 10 hours, and
Yep.
the first hut, and we hung out there for 12 hours or something, which was crazy because last time we were only there for 4 hours. And then we went, we kind of took the Northern Selkirk's ski touring traverse way, and you kind of go up the valley a bit more and up and over Azimuth Notch and Thor Pass and up onto the Gothics Glacier, and we went over to Fairy Meadows. And then there's a summer trail at Fairy Meadows. Then we just ran down the trail.
Cool.
Yeah, to the FSR, and we were like, wow, I wish we looked at this a bit better last year, because that would have been way easier.
Did you guys just carry helmets?
No, we didn't bring helmets, no.
And you just had like a rad line or something? Or?
Yeah, we had 2 rad lines.
Micro spikes?
Yeah, this time we brought spikes.
Hey.
They work. They're worth it for sure. Yeah, and then just a bit of glacier, Crevasse rescue gear.
Yeah.
Just kind of or what we think are the necessities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many days did that take?
It was 1 day to bike and then 2 days on foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you fuel your body?
1 Moz bar.
Yeah. No way. Well, we brought dehydrated meals.
Yep.
For breakfast and dinner, and just had them in our packs, and just a lot of snacks, really. Yeah. Some gels for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I like a good gel.
Yeah.
How big a bag did you have? Did you have a sleeping bag?
22 liters.
Okay.
Yeah. Sleeping bag. Yeah. Somebody had a emergency blanket. We had a small first aid kit, but we were staying in the huts, so we didn't need anything more than that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so all this leads us to, I guess, your main epic of the summer was your jaunt with Shota to. So what was the goal?
Yeah, can you explain to folks what
was your main objective?
So it was there was a bit of inspiration from the trip with Matt the year before, and I said earlier that I gave him a lot of shit for wanting to call it human powered, but we drove there, and so Shota and I really wanted to do this no cars at all. So we wanted to bike the canoe down to the river, put the bikes in the canoe down the river, place the canoe, and then bike back, and then just go from my house, do the mission, and then end at his house.
Okay.
That was the original goal.
And what was the mission?
The mission, we started at my house, just in downtown, and walked across town. Did a little bit of running, but I was pretty opposed to the running because we were going to be walking all day. And then we went up Mount McPherson from the front.
Always fun.
Nightmare.
It actually wasn't, it wasn't
Depends
too
on the
bad.
time of year.
Yeah.
If you go early enough before everything gets super grown in, it's not too bad.
Yeah, we took the Powerline FSR instead of going to the Nordic Center just because it was quicker from
Town.
Yeah. And then up Tilly and down the backside and up Mount Begbie, and that was actually pretty insane because it was raining a lot this summer, and at some point I was like, Shota, we have to just do it. I was like, I'm getting very antsy and I want to go on Tuesday or whatever it was because it's going to be sunny, and he was like, I work. And I was like, what do you mean you work?
I haven't worked in 2 summers, man.
So yeah, he was like, okay, this weekend, rain or shine, we're just going to go try it. But it was raining, but it just seemed like all day we were just in this blue circle. So it'd be raining on Tilly, and then we would get there and it was just sun. And then we looked at Begbie and it looked grim. And then we'd be climbing up the backside and then it was just all blue. That was pretty incredible.
Just manifesting your own weather.
Yeah. And then, so we ran down Begbie and eventually made it down to Begbie Falls. And Matt joined us for the first half of that, which was pretty sweet to have him there. And then we canoed across, which was pretty epic because we don't canoe.
It's quite a skill canoeing well in a current.
Yeah. And it didn't look like there was a current at all.
Yeah.
We borrowed a canoe that was broken, and I didn't think too much of it, that the yoke was broken.
Oh, yeah.
So when we got in the canoe and we started paddling, we're just like looking around like, oh, this is so beautiful. And then I looked down and the walls of the canoe had opened. Like they're starting to like peel open because the yoke isn't holding them, and then it cracked.
Oh.
And Shota, I was like, huh. And Shota was like, what is it? And I was like, just keep paddling. Just don't look back. And he was like, okay. And then we're like trying to get across, and there's like these little like tributaries or some, I don't know what you'd call them, but to get through the marsh to get to 12 Mile or 10 Mile or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And that was the plan, was to just take that all the way. And that was not what happened. we hit rock bottom pretty quick, and we just eventually just like jumped out of the canoe, and we were just walking in the river, and we were like, okay, wow, we're not going to make it there. So we dumped the canoe in the marsh and carried everything that we were going to leave in the canoe for, I think, about 45 minutes through the marsh out to 6 Mile. And we just got attacked by mosquitoes.
No.
It was so bad. Yeah. And then, then we just like ran down the road and went up Cartier. And the plan was to do Ghost and Mackenzie, but our feet had just been so wet and like blistered, and our ankles were ruined, and Shota, his knee was starting to bug him again. And so we got to the summit of Cartier and we did the math, which was a bad idea. Never do the math.
Never do the math.
No, you can't do the math. He had to work the next day, so
you need to be able to stand up vertically.
Yeah. And it was just going to take us like we thought we were going to be at his house at like 6 a.m. on Sunday, and we were on the summit of Cartier at 5 a.m. Sunday morning. So it was kind of starting to go to shit a bit. So we got to the bottom of Ghost and ate a snack, and we were like, let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
So we just busted back to the ski hill, and
for a guy who says yes to any adventure, you seem to make pretty good decisions in the moment about safety.
Yeah, I mean, you like, it's always going to be there, right?
Yeah.
You might as well just get out of there while you can.
I think that's a really good trait to have. Like a lot of people who get into trouble in the backcountry are so attached to the goal that they lose sight of safety, and that's when bad things happen. So again, like, congratulations on, being able to see that and make it the right decision for you. You're still sitting here. There's many folks who aren't that lucky.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's definitely it's like the partnership too. Same with like Matt and Tristan, and this time with Shota, it was like we had a good conversation about it, and that was like the call that we should make. Yeah. We got to get out of there.
Yeah, for sure. It's always hard when you are, you can see your objective, but you just know. I mean, and like, sure, you totally could have probably pushed and made it, but then who knows, like, you get fatigued, you slip on the way down, like, things can exponentially get worse.
Yeah, if you get hurt back there.
Yeah.
That's not a good place to get hurt.
No.
I mean, also a great motivator is, if I make it to the resort before they close, I can take the gondola down and not have to run down the however many kilometers it is on not a great trail. Yeah,
totally. The funny thing about that is we got back on, I don't know what the gravel path is called to get to the Stoke climb, but we were on that, and I could see the paragliders setting up, and I was like, I looked at Shota and I was like, man, maybe they have a truck. So I ran, or what I felt like I was running fast, but I was probably just like weirdly shuffling. Yeah. And I like waved down the driver, and she opened the window and she was like, "Are you injured?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "We just need to get to the top of the gondola." And she was like, "Okay, I can do that for you. So
Awesome.
So we got in, and then she was like, you guys are out running? We were like, yeah, we're out running. Yeah. We're out for a little run. She's like, we were just like, we just can't get to the gondola. We're too tired. And she was like, oh, okay. And we just like drove down.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's probably like, tourists just went,
Yeah,
Gonna make it to the gondola.
Yeah. Yeah. But then like 2 weekends later, that's when I went with Matt and Tristan up to the Goldstream.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You got your little recovery in, and
What were the stats on that, on the Mission Machota? Ballpark.
Yeah, I think it was about 85 kilometers and close to 8,000 meters. It was like 7,700 or something like that.
In Revelstoke, it's like if you want to go anywhere, you got to go up. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
The vert adds up so quick.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to get.
yeah, it's not like Canmore where hauling is an 800 meter climb to a cool summit.
Yeah.
I mean, not from town, from the parking lot.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
When you were talking about the bushwhacking and the Selkirks, I was like, when you come from Canmore, you don't know what bushwhacking is, and you get to the Selkirks.
Yeah,
you
totally.
can see through the trees in Canmore. Be like, I'm gonna go that way.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, you can still. I've gone on some epics on the Bow Valley where you do. Have you ever done Achilles Spire? It's a
I've tried
multi-pitch. You have tried it?
Yeah, we didn't make it to the climb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because the hiking is brutal.
Yeah.
And then if you get lost on the way down, like same thing, like Everett was saying, all of a sudden we're bushwhacking, rappelling off trees down, 20-meter cliffs that you didn't see on the way up, and you're following your guy or whatever, and it's just like, how did we get here? Like, where did we go wrong? Because I remember a trail on the way up, but I do not see a trail on the way down.
Yeah.
So that's all part of the fun, right?
Yeah.
So you I've creeping your Instagram. You were back and forth the Canmore bunch, and you helped a friend do a big FKT in Canmore. How'd that go?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
What was the FKT?
The Canmore quad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you explain that for folks who are not familiar?
Yeah. So Ski Uphill is a shop in Canmore, and every year on a certain weekend they have the event, and everyone starts at Ski Uphill, and you just kind of go whenever you'd like, and you run across town and you do hauling and Eeyore. And then you run back through town, and Ski Uphill, they have aid stations and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
And then you go up Grotto, up Lady Mac, and then back to Ski Uphill.
That's a big day.
Yeah. I
It's
think
a huge day.
I'm not totally sure, but I think if you just want to do it, you can start anywhere you want, but you have to start and finish at the same spot. But Ski Uphill makes a pretty cool event out of it. But yeah, so Fred wanted to give it a go. And her name's Frederica, but we just call her Fred.
Yeah.
And she was training all summer for it. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it because Shota and I were supposed to leave 2 days later. But I just woke up in the morning and was like, I'm just going to drive over there. And she didn't know I was coming,
nice.
Which is sweet. But yeah, she's a crusher for sure. She's like so motivated, so much energy, and
she's from Quebec.
She is from Courtenay, Comox area.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, she grew up there. I think her parents are from Quebec, but she grew up on the island. Yeah, she was. I think she was kind of like semi-pro or amateur cross-country mountain biker for a long time. So she
knows how to suffer.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And then she started running like pretty consistently last summer in the spring. She just pretty much just started to dive into running instead of biking, and turned those bike legs into run legs pretty quick.
She got good.
Yeah. But yeah, so she was just like banging out those peaks, and I just went over there and met her at the bottom of Grotto, and we did Lady Mac together at the end, and that was pretty sweet.
Cool.
She like got to the summit in like an hour 10 or something.
Whoa.
Which was wild. For the fourth peak. Yeah.
And then she set the FKT.
Yeah, she beat the women's record by 2 hours.
Holy wow.
That was a lot. Yeah, I think that was the record for maybe I really don't know, but maybe 4 years or 5 years.
Amazing.
Longer. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That inspire you for anything next summer? You already got plans in the back of that?
No. No, I don't know. It's only October.
Yeah, true. You got a winter to look forward to.
Yeah.
And I mean, I saw that guy. There's a guy in Canmore who just did he just created the like Bow Valley circuit.
Oh yeah.
Where he did, I think you start on Rundle and you traverse Rundle and then go down and do like Cascade and then come down and cross the river and go up and then you like end up down off Lady Mac, like huge big circ of the Bow Valley around Canmore and Banff. Think you do something like that?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, that's pretty technical.
Yeah, true.
I don't know if I'm that techie, but
you're a climber at heart.
Yeah.
It's cool that we've been talking for a while and we still haven't really got to your race this year. Like a lot of trail running for a lot of people is racing, but there's so much fun that can be had outside of racing, just thinking up, good or bad ideas and deciding to do them. So it's cool that there's there's more to running than just racing. But let's talk about your race.
Yeah.
So which race did you do this year?
I signed up for the Golden Ultra. I volunteered there 2 years ago, so I had a free entry.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He only races if it's free. Smart. Yeah, smart man.
Did you, were you doing the full pint or the half pint or just one of the things?
I did the full pint.
The full pint.
Yeah.
What is the full pint?
It's 3 days. The first day is a vertical kilometer, VK. Day 2 is a 60K, up and around the ski hill. And then the day 3 is it's like 15K or something. Yeah.
Around town. The cool down.
Yeah, the cool down.
Yeah.
The tiers or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And how'd it go?
Yeah, I probably could have done some more running this summer for sure. I figured that out pretty quickly on the 60K. I was like, wow, I didn't run at all this summer. I just walked around. Yeah. And that's not going to help for this.
True.
Yeah. But it was good. Like, when you asked me earlier if I like to be chased or
be chased.
Yeah. That was kind of when I kind of locked into the chase a bit.
Right.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to like chase people down. I've done some bike races and, you're like climbing up an FSR on a gravel bike and you're like hiding around the corner so that they don't see you or whatever. So I was trying to do that, but, yeah.
It's not as exciting on a foot race.
No.
Yeah.
Have you ever read Eat and Run by Scott Jurek?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
I love that. He has a story of when he was doing the Badwater 135, which is it's a road race in Death Valley from the lowest point in Death Valley to the Whitney Portal. Yeah. And you can almost see your competitors because it's like these long stretches and you can see a long way. Mm-hmm. And at nighttime, you would just see like the taillights of the car in front. And the one race, he got his crew to get out and slowly put duct tape over the lights so it appeared to his competitor behind him that he was slowly getting further away and going out of sight, but they're actually still exactly where they were and just slowly taping the light up to like mentally defeat us. I'm like, man, that's so good.
Yeah.
That's diabolical.
Yeah. Or if he was running behind someone, he'd shut his headlamp off.
Yeah.
So they looked back and they couldn't see him.
Right.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So heading into the winter, I mean, shoulder season's kind of a funny time. Do you have anything going on or are you just getting ready for ski season?
Just pulling carrots out of the ground.
Yeah, did that. Yeah, a little bit of that. Yeah, no, nothing. Nothing. No, probably just get to the gym.
Yep.
Start picking things up and putting them down, and
nice.
Get ready for skiing.
Do you have sort of a program heading into ski season that you try to abide by?
Normally I kind of just do whatever, but I'm gonna. Shota has that White Room.
Oh yeah.
Him and Rachel started that program, so I got that program and.
Nice.
Start doing that soon enough here.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Everett, thank you so much for your time. At the end of the show, we always ask a wrap-up question. And, if someone's watching this at home or maybe they're listening to this at home and, maybe they've thought about some sort of crazy adventure they'd like to do, or maybe for someone, just putting on running shoes and going out the door for a run is a crazy adventure. What's one piece of advice that you could offer someone that you've learned over your years of doing, wise, maybe unwise things? What's a piece of advice that you give to someone that's worked for you?
Well, I think you just got to think, what else are you doing?
That's so good.
That's so good. Oh my God. That's the best. That's the best.
That might be the best answer to that question we've ever had. Oh my God. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Everett.
Yeah. Thank you.
We are
Chafed
and Confused.
Good night.
That was great.
Oh
That
my.
was a very Jordan Hodder answer.
That was yeah. That was